Hey, what's up, guys? Kool-Aid here, and if you watched my little 870 streak yesterday, you probably know that Shotgun Week is in full effect, and I'm going to do my best to put out a commentary every night this week for you guys. The biggest problem is going to be, running out of stuff to talk about, just specifically about shotguns. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section, and there's a good chance I might be able to talk about what you want to hear. And anyways, this is 32-player Conquest Domination on Ziva Tower. I'm running the Spaz 12 with extended mags, iron sights, and buckshot. And the reason I'm using buckshot over flechette is basically because I'm an idiot. Honestly, since the patch came out that buffed slugs and nerfed buckshot, I basically have run nothing but slugs. I've never really paid attention to flechette or buckshot, really, other than the fact that I knew both kind of sucked compared to slugs. So this being Shotgun Week, however, I did want to switch it up a little bit and get a lot of different footage using all different ammo types and all different guns. So I did just run with buckshot this entire game, and I ended up being a really good game. This is a good map for buckshot or flechette. I prefer slugs on any map, even at point blank. I prefer slug. Seem to get real weird hit markers and stuff with either flechette or buck. Either weird hit markers or just lack of hit registration completely. Some people complain about that with the slugs. I actually get it a lot more with the scatter shot, as in flechette or buckshot. So that is another reason why I really prefer slugs. But anyways, this is buckshot, and actually I ran my kit dry and had to pick up this American Civil War rifle, or ACWR as DICE likes to call it. It's actually an ACR. They threw the W in there for licensing or something. I'm not really sure why. But since they threw that in there, we like to call it the American Civil War rifle. But anyways, I die here quick. So back to some more shotgun action, as it should be. So anyways, today I just want to talk about why I like shotguns so much. I figured that would be a good way to start off with the commentaries for Shotgun Week. So the reason I actually like shotguns so much is it's actually very simple. They're the ultimate running gun weapon of Battlefield 3. You guys know my playstyle by now. I'm very aggressive and I never stand still. Shotguns fulfill my needs as a run and gun sort of Battlefield player to a T. There's a few specific reasons why they are the ultimate run and gun weapon. Number one being they have the best one-hit kill potential, basically, of any gun in the game. Even better than bolt actions. And I'll explain why. Basically, a bolt action is a one-hit kill to the chest at very close range. Slugs actually get a lot farther one-hit kill to the chest range than bolt actions. Some people might think that's a little overpowered. I'm not really going to go into that right now. I'm actually kind of saving that for another topic down the line later this week. But that, and they also have one-hit kill to the head at any range, which makes sense. You're not going to be getting a lot of headshots at extreme ranges anyway, unless you're maybe using the 6X, which is not optimal in most cases. Although that can be a lot of fun, and I actually plan on doing a live commentary this week sometime using the 6X on either the 870 or the Spaz 12. But anyways, the second thing that really makes shotguns the ultimate run and gun weapon are the ability to get 7 kills in one magazine without reloading. Now, I say the ability or the potential because it's more than likely not going to happen. More than likely you are going to miss one or two of those shots at least, or obviously die before you get through those 7 rounds. But it does have that potential. If you compare them to assault rifles, which might sound a little bit silly, but those are kind of the top tier guns in Battlefield 3, even the assault rifles don't really have the potential to get 7 kills. I don't know if I've ever gotten 7 kills in one mags. I've gotten triple sprays, quad sprays, but I don't think I've ever gotten 7 in one mag. So there's that. The next thing is that you have the ability to shoot while reloading. Now this doesn't qualify for the magazine-fed guns such as the M26, the Saiga, or the fully autos, but This does qualify for all the ones that you do reload with a single shell. Some people prefer the magazine-fed ones. It is a faster reload as a whole, but I actually prefer the ones that you reload singly. The reason for this is, like I said, you can shoot while reloading. Also, you never really run out of ammo if you reload properly. You should never run the thing dry before reloading unless you are, obviously in the heat of battle. But for the most part, you should be able to find time within getting 7 shots off to start putting new shells back into your gun. If you actually go watch my 15 kill streak that I posted yesterday, you'll notice that I never once fall below 4 shells in my shotgun, and only twice do I fall below 5 shells. I'm just constantly reloading because I know I have the ability to still hip fire whenever I need if I do get caught in a pinch. Last but not least of what makes shotguns the ultimate run and gun weapons of Battlefield 3 is the ability to hip fire very well without having to use the laser. I've never used a laser on a shotgun. I've always used extended mags. Even though I just said I didn't fall below 5 rounds or 4 rounds in that kill streak, there is very, very frequently you do, just because you get in those heat of the moment battles and you are missing, either due to suppression or just due to bad aim or whatever. But even without lasers, shotguns have amazing hip fire. I know people say that they can't hip fire very well while using slugs. It's really not that hard, to be honest with you. Once you get it down, once you kind of get the pattern down, basically just have to put them in the middle of that circle. I'm not quite sure why they don't actually use the reticle from BC2 when you equip slugs, but they don't. It's still, however, very easy. And there you have it. That is why I love shotguns so much. And even though I say I love shotguns so much, I'm not somebody that only uses one gun. You guys know this. Even though 870 is my #1 gun in kills, it really only accounts for about maybe 10% of my entire kills. I'm really just not one of them people that uses the same gun over and over and over again. To be honest with you, until I started Shotgun Week, I hadn't used the 870 since before Close Quarters Combat came out. It's been that long, it honestly has. So I really don't spam one gun, even though I say they are my favorite weapons. I really switch it up a lot. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. I figured this would be a good way to kick off Shotgun Week. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions or anything you guys want to hear about shotguns, there's a good chance I can make that happen. I'm probably going to run out of topics to come up with, if I am going to be talking about shotguns for 6 days in a row. So please let me know if you guys have anything in mind. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.